There are very few video game developers I more innately trust than Image & Form. The Swedish developer behind the wonderful and stylish SteamWorld series, including the brilliant Metroidvania SteamWorld Dig games and the delightful turn-based strategy shooter SteamWorld Heist, constantly move from genre to genre, bringing their own flair of character-filled robot steampunk goodness. As somebody who still gravitates toward turn-based RPGs, sometimes against my better judgment, it delighted me to learn that was the next genre to get the SteamWorld treatment. And it equally delights me to say that SteamWorld Quest Hand of Gilgamesh, a wonderfully punny name, punderfully one-y name, anyway, is yet another hit from Image & Form. The world of RPGs is generally filled with swords and sorcery, and SteamWorld Quest is no different. There just happens to be robots running amok everywhere in sight. That contrast of medieval fantasy and steampunk brilliance fills the game with a unique and charming sense of character. While the art is delightful and the characters are lovingly crafted, it's the overall aesthetic that shines. Each level is a series of connected rooms filled with enemies, though thankfully there are no random battles as all foes appear in the overworld and can be avoided if you like. Random battles should die a horrible death in the 90s. The maps look pleasant, but can be a little on the generic side. You run from one end to the other fighting enemies. Occasionally there are secrets and hidden paths, but for the most part, there is little in the way of exploration or discovery. As a result, while all of the levels are filled with beautiful detail and some introduce light puzzle mechanics including switches, a Lost Woods style forest maze, and teleportation pads, most levels end up feeling the same. It had been nice if there was some greater element of exploration, or even a hub space to explore, simply to add a little variety. While the level design could be more engaging, that is more than made up for with the snappy, enjoyable combat. Rather than simply choosing commands from a menu, SteamWorld Quest's biggest change to the RPG formula is its card-based battle system. Each character has their own unique deck, where you can choose 8 cards to take into battle. You are then randomly delivered 6 of those cards to choose 3 attacks each turn. If you don't like the hand the game has drawn you, you can redraw twice to improve things. The more powerful attacks require you to build up steam pressure cogs by executing more basic attacks, so you need to construct a balanced deck of strong and weak abilities. Because you don't know quite what hand you'll be dealt in each battle, it keeps fights from becoming monotonous. Each will be slightly different. While weapons, armor, and accessories can be equipped, it will be the balance of that deck that will make or break you. All of the characters feel unique and fall into standard RPG classes. Armilly is a knight, Capertica a mage, Galio is your healer tank, so it makes experimenting with them and finding effective combinations fun. Fights rarely overstay their welcome and feel well paced, though I'd strongly recommend turning on the toggle speed up option in the menu that makes the whole game move at the pace it feels like it should in the first place. The game feels well balanced. There is little reason to return to older levels other than to collect missed treasure or grind, but I only felt the need to grind once in my 12 hours with the game. Quest does a good job keeping you as strong as you need to be. The game is a nice story about heroism and its trappings, but the characters are the highlight. Each has their own little arc that has a nice button put on it at the end. All of them are beautifully animated and the dialogue is constantly charming and full of personality. Bar a very good main theme and some great late game boss music, it's unlikely that you'll be humming the soundtrack, but it's all very solid. Visuals are great. Just look at it. The game looks amazing. It takes guts on the part of a developer to shift genres. They could have easily built on their expertise and just made SteamWorld Dig 3 or SteamWorld Heist 2, and everybody would have been happy. I know I would have. But Image & Form consistently challenge themselves to bring their charming robots to new worlds full of neat ideas. SteamWorld Quest doesn't reinvent the genre, nor is it some defining game of the medium. Instead, it is an utterly pleasant journey through a fantasy land full of beautiful art, an engaging combat system, and some delightfully whimsical robots. SteamWorld Quest gets an 8.5 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching. SteamWorld Quest is a very good game, and I will play the SteamWorld games until they stop making them, which hopefully is never, because the games are great. God, I love this franchise. It's such a good franchise. There's so much variety and tons of different game mechanics. It's great. Play the SteamWorld games. Go do it now. Just stop watching me. I don't care. Follow me on Twitter at GarrettKidney, GARETTKIDNEY. On your left, a video about Boxbox Boy. It's great. And on your right, a video about Breath of the Wild's Great Plateau. Thanks for watching.